Hello everyone, I'm Marina and Nails Sakramel School. A defined square shape is extremely popular now. It's a #1 shape on social media. Today I decided to share with you a secret of its defined contour. Let's get into it. Here are the nails that we need to transform today. It's just a regular square shape, but the corners are slightly rounded, since that is what happens to the shape as it wears off. It can't remain defined forever, even if we sculpt it with builder materials. One way or another, its corners touch different objects or clothes and get duller. Here the free edge was strengthened with polygel and then covered up with gel polish. As I file it out, we can see a few layers under the nail. I need to clean out the dirt that got there. One of the most well-known methods of forming a defined square shape features builder materials, such as polygel or acrygel, and gel. When applied in the thin layer, such materials keep the nail corners really defined and durable. They don't break. But sculpting a defined shape may take quite a while. Normally, neither clients nor nail technicians can afford that. So today, I will show you a technique that doesn't require using builder materials. No gel, jelly gel, acrygel, or polygel today. So first off, let's prepare the nails. Remove the coating with all the liftings. Polish the natural nail with a soft file to lift up the nail scale. There is almost no cuticle, so a combined manicure will do here. As you might have noticed, these nails are convex. Sure, I could have lifted up these curved tips with a builder material, but there are many videos like that on my channel. So today, I'd like to dwell on gel polishes, since it's the most common product. Though I hold nothing against using builder materials. I personally started off with gels 13 years ago. So I love using solid materials. But they are not universal, since many nail technicians lack skill or have no time to work with them properly. This lunula is wide, so there is no deep pocket underneath. I gently lift up the cuticle with a flame diamond drill bit. And I slightly lift up its dry rim to smooth it out. I cut it off using scissors with rounded edges by Stalix. Next up, I slightly polish the cut with the flame drill bit and trim all the tiny hangnails with scissors. Now that it's all clean, we can move on to the coating. I use some primer first to avoid peeling near the cuticle. Did any of you notice that the color of my gloves changed from pink to gray? Alongside this video, we were filming a master class. That's where the gray gloves came from. I forgot to change them. So it's no magic trick, just my lack of attention. In the meantime, I do a thin layer of a liquid base coat. If we use a solid material here, the layer will be thicker. Since I'll be doing encapsulated nail art, I need to keep the coating as thin as possible. And I love liquid base coats. They line really fast. First, we cover up the nail, then put a bigger drop on it, and then quickly turn it over to let the drop align. Such base coats are strengthening, so they nicely secure the corners of the nail. Though make sure to test out your base coat, if it's plastic or not. If it's a rubber base coat, the corners may last poorly. For sculpting a defined square shape, I recommend you go with builder or strengthening ones. This base coat turned out to be non-tacky, and my fine Yuki flakes would not stick to it. So first off, I use some tacky base coat and then lay out the glitter. I place it diagonally. I'm fond of Yuki flakes, since they look flattering in every nail art. Now, to create a sheer effect on top, I need some sheer gel polish in such a sky blue shade. I lay it out near the cuticle and cover up part of the free edge, avoiding the center of the nail. I let some glitter shine through and cover up the rest. I touch it up with a thin brush. In case you don't have a sheer gel polish, it's no problem. Just mix some base coat with any gel polish and there you have it. To create a textured effect, we're going to need an angle brush and some white gel polish. I grab some with the brush and mix it with some clear base or top coat. This way we get a sheer, veil-like effect. It's so fine and flattering. Now, using a thin brush, I add marble elements to make it more realistic. After curing it in a lamp, I add another layer of blue to make it multi-layered. It makes you want to take a closer look at this nail art. Right now, the nail surface is uneven. There is no defined shape yet. So I need to align it with a top coat. For this, I do a medium layer. It's not a base coat after all. Then I turn the nail over, but I don't even it out. I will save up some time at this point. Now, finally, here's a life hack for that very defined square shape. We just need to file the nail after sculpting. For sharp lines, keep the file perpendicular to the cuticle and make sure that it doesn't get under the nail. That's how we file the free edge. Then we can move on to sidewalls and lift up lower parallels. That's what makes a defined square shape. Make sure to file it right. I make no rounding moves on the sides or the free edge so as not to round them off. If they get too sharp for your client, don't worry. They will get softer and less defined as they wear off. But you can also buff them if you want. I also file the nail surface. It's another secret of a defined shape. Here's why. Firstly, we even out the surface after doing so many layers. And secondly, it's no longer spherical, as it used to be due to its convex shape. It's defined now, which makes the nail shape look cooler. Just try not to ruin the nail art that we've been layering here. I slightly touch up the top coat, barely touching the nail art itself. Look how defined the shape is. And it's only gel polish, no builder materials. Now I file out the nails on the inside. The tips got thicker due to our previous filing. I'm using the drill bit that I removed the coating with. The speed is 30,000 RPM. I make sure to remove all the dirt and layers. Due to filing out the axis, we get arched nails that last longer. 3 weeks after filming this video, my model texted me that indeed nothing chipped off and the nails lasted perfectly. She also mentioned that she had never had such perfect nails. Well, I appreciate the compliment, and I'm glad that the nails lasted. Now we can move on with the top coat. Try to keep the layer thin. Don't layer it or align the surface at this point. Just do a thin layer, turn the nail over for 10 seconds. Make sure the highlight is even and send the nail to cure. Now you know that it's not as difficult as it might have seemed. If you enjoyed this nail art, please give it a big thumbs up. And I wish you all success in your work. Good luck. Bye-bye.